Hello and welcome back to the Trihard workshop. This week, Q is finishing our Killteamboard's epic Trash Tower centerpiece. We're in part 4 of our build, so if you're new around here, welcome. Check out the rest of the series, and if you enjoy the content, consider giving us a sub. If you've been following our Kill Team series, we really hope your own terrain builds are coming together nicely and look incredible. To build a Kill Team board that actually feels good to play on, there's one huge consideration people leave out. The game's balance. Balance is basically the competitiveness of the game. It traditionally means the way the stats on the model's profile are balanced against the stats of all other model profiles. But there are all sorts of other considerations in Kill Team. Think about it this way. In Kill Team, 20 Chaos Cultists can face off against 2 Custodes, and that's still considered a balanced game. Why? Because they're about as likely to complete the match objectives as each other. From there, it's down to player skill and a bit of luck. Anyway, the point of Kill Team's balance isn't to wipe out the other side or survive. They don't tune model profiles to outright just kill things or take a pounding. No, Kill Team's balance is all geared towards objectives. Just think about the 2.0 release trailer. The Kriegers won, but they all died.
Cheers, Andy. Here we're using the template from the first 3 videos. Doing more of the same here. Same scheme to keep the continuity right. Textures that don't interfere with the bases of the models when traversing across them. Here's a sauce bottle. I'm going to give us a go, change up from the tin. Put some strapping and stuff on it. We're going to try and hide the fact that it is a sauce bottle as much as possible. These here are like iron bonding, as if it's like pressurized. This is like the second part of the refining process. So these kind of have to mirror the same height on the other board, because I wanted the center to have the highest point so they would push and fight for the center. So I didn't want to make the exact same thing, so I tried this here. It's like it had a similar height to the tin and a much nicer shape overall. Same as your floor, you want them textures so it's all consistent. Get your wires. Love these wee wire techniques. We spout glued on there for the yet to be disclosed liquid. This here we kept to hide the threads. Same again with a few rivets on that. It's going to look like steel bonding holding like a collar around the neck of it. Just hot glue it on and wipe off the excess to get it as smooth as you can. Rhinestones, PVA glue, seal them in place, stop moving about afterwards. And then Batman black. Bit of overhang here, again same as last time, like the way that came out. I was running out of panels, so rather than make an R1 I made this instead, change it up a bit. Here's a Mark 1, the last of it, so I want to use this up too. Rather than hear me talk about the same paint scheme we've used in the other ones, Andy's going to get back into a bit more Kill Team lore, or Kill Team knowledge here for you. Enjoy.
Getting back to the importance of objectives, let's look at the new Orc Commando list. At the bottom of the roster are Commando Boys, Grots and Bomb Squigs. In a shootout, you'd want the boy every time. But think again. The grot is perfect for grabbing and holding objectives uncontested, and the bomb squig is perfect for clearing out heavily defended objectives. So you'd want both to maximise your chances of winning the match. So think about balance when you create your own board. You don't necessarily want a board built for gunfights. Put your objectives in interesting places. Have one on an exposed balcony to push risk-reward gameplay. Perhaps holding certain objectives opens or closes doors around the field, shutting off whole sections of the board, or opening some advantageous corridor for your faster models. Killteam isn't built for body count. It's built for interesting, competitive, objective-driven gameplay. So keep that as a central tenet of your build. Now, let's see how Q's going to finish off this week's build.
A bit more of this masking fluid here for the parts you want to keep rusty. People who do watercolor paintings use this stuff. It's like a liquid latex, so when you paint over the top of it, you can rub it off and it keeps the details under. Patching on the second coat, same as all the other paint schemes, but it gives it a patchy paint job at the end. It looks like it's been painted over and left to weather for a while, and it's just kind of fading out. And then rub your masking fluid off until desired effect, if you can remember where you put it. And then back in with this orange wash. It turns up great on the green. Even when it fades out, it looks extreme here, but it's not, man. It goes away to nothing. The wash came out better on the other one because I overwashed it, but this one it didn't do it as much because for whatever reason it looked better. This is the thing when you have an old wash line about the shop I've been using for 3-4 weeks now. It's like sourdough recipe, I just keep topping it up. Let's get this glued into place. You can see I painted it before this time. Learned my lessons. Trying to get everything lined up as best you can. I mean, it's not 100%, but I'll pretend that it's because it's it's old, man. It's been sitting there for ages. Gardening wire, this thick stuff's great for like hoses or easy pipework. It's a gift. And it takes paint well too. Once again, them holes just happen to be there. That's the benefit of using the design. You have plenty of things to fill with wires and pipes and chains or whatever takes your fancy. Angle iron, as it were. I want it to help for the stability. Obviously you should probably put a lot more in, but if you want to get your hands beneath it and move models, it's probably better to go with the least amount as you can get away with. And textures underneath, there's not a place that doesn't have any texture or some form of greeble, or so it doesn't destroy the illusion. Just deciding on what way these line up best. Just using a straight edge here to get the line up, make sure your walls are as straight as possible. Here's these walls again. Our mate, what's his name, Rain Shepherd, did a version of these, painted them up in his own scheme. Much appreciated, look great. Yes. Yeah, we're going to put it up in the top corner and throw it up as we shout out, appreciate it. If you enjoyed that, like, sub, throw a wee comment down the bottom, share with us your own projects. Cheers, until next time.
Cheers Q, and cheers to everyone who watched the video. We hope you're learning a lot from Q's unique way of building terrain. We're closing in on another big subscription milestone. So, thanks for all the support so far, and if you're new and want to see how far this crazy train goes, give us a sub. And until next time, try hard.
See the way this one's got more wash on it, it looks like more corroded than the other one. The other one isn't bad, but this one looks like it's suffered a lot more than this one. You see the contrast between them. But that's going to be fixed in video soon. Yeah.
Poke fan.
Poke fun. It's better than a chopper. Sounds nicer. Sounds like we come from a nice place.